Was there more respect for the dead in the time of Christ or now? Let's talk about it. When Jesus died, Joseph of Arimathea, a follower of Christ and a wealthy member of the Sanhedrin, went to Pontius Pilate to ask for the permission of having Jesus' body. Pilate agreed, and Joseph, along with Nicodemus, brought Jesus' body to the tomb, where, according to Jewish tradition, they covered him in myrrh and aloes and wrapped him in linen. It's important to note that in those days, myrrh cost pound for pound the amount of gold. So let's break this down. Even though Christ was tried and executed as a criminal, Pilate allowed for him to be taken and to receive the proper burial. His body was covered with expensive spices that highlight to us as Christians the care that must be associated with laying our loved ones to rest. Now, let me share a story with you of 5 prisoners that died during their imprisonment in the state of Alabama. Once these 5 men passed away, they were transported to the University of Alabama to undergo autopsies to determine their cause of death. Once the men's bodies were finished with the autopsies and brought to the funeral homes, the funeral directors let the families know that they were missing some, and in a few cases, nearly all of their vital organs: hearts, brains, lungs, and other visceral organs. In order to get answers for why the university withheld their loved ones' body parts, the families had to take this case to court. So let's break this down. When we hear of the brutality of Christ's suffering, we are rightly filled with rage and disgust. We point out how barbaric of a time that must have been. They had put an innocent man to death in such a way. But that barbaric time allowed convicted criminals an honorable burial. Yet we call ourselves civilized. We call ourselves one nation under God. But we do that in the United States. Immediately when Christ died, his friends and family were allowed to take him. But in the criminal justice system in America, bodies are wrapped up in rules and regulation without regard for the families. Let that sink in.